everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm doing kind of a like evening like follow me kind of around. I might combine this with another video, and sorry about the noise, my kid is watching TV. It's really loud for whatever reason, but I thought I would start vlogging. Today is Monday the 13th, I think. I don't know, but I just got home with the baby. I picked her up from my mom's house and we just got home and it's about to be 6. I think it's like 5:45. Let me go check. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, so it's 5:45. It's earlier than I usually come home, so it's a little bit earlier than what I usually come home, and Derek's not even here, but I thought I would start vlogging for today. So I didn't eat at my parents' house today. I just didn't feel like it. I had a headache. It's kind of gone away now, but now I have to figure out what to make for dinner for us. So I'm gonna do something quick and easy because, like I said, I'm kind of tired. I don't feel well. So that's the TV. And yeah, so I'm gonna just bring you along with me for the evening. I might combine this with a few more days, so it'll be a longer vlog. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss any more of my videos. And yeah, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner first, and then I am going to put away, there we go, that giant pile of dishes there. The baby is just hanging out watching TV. And yeah, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner, something quick and easy, and hopefully something I could have leftovers for, and then I'm gonna put the dishes away. So let's do that. So for dinner, I made this really easy and super quick meal. So this is just plain white rice, Puerto Rican style, with tuna salad. And in the tuna salad, there is just so tuna, mayonnaise, salt and pepper, and corn. And that's literally it. And it is so good. And I like to mix it all together with my white rice. So now I am in the salon, and I'm just folding up all these towels because they had been collecting for a minute. So I went in and I just started folding these and putting them all away. So I am just gonna grab the last load of laundry from the round that I was doing. So this is like the last laundry of the week basically. So I grabbed that and my towels and I brought everything upstairs, and now I'm gonna go through and just sort and fold everything. And then I put me and Derek's stuff away, and then Amara's stuff I just put back in the basket so I could put it in her room the next day. So I am just continuing the vlog. I did edit that part already, so I'm gonna add whatever I filmed today and maybe even tomorrow and make it like an extra long video. But today is Wednesday and the baby is napping, and I'm just gonna clean up a little bit in the living room because she made a giant mess this morning when she was playing, and then we're gonna do tacos for dinner tonight. So I'll film how I make those, and they're so yummy, they're so good. So I will share with you guys what I'm doing today, and let's just get into it. So for my tacos, I like to make ground beef, and I start the pan off with a little bit of oil, and then I put in the really finely chopped peppers and onions, and I let those cook down for a while, for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, just until they're soft on like a medium heat. And then I added my ground beef, and I like to really like make sure it's all broken up and like really small pieces, and I let that cook on the stove. As far as seasoning goes, for the meat, I like to put in this taco seasoning, and then I also do adobo and some cumin and garlic salt. So if I had garlic powder, that's what I would use, but I ran out of garlic powder, so I'm using garlic salt. So now I'm gonna chop up my the tomatoes, my little grape tomatoes for my pico. I love making this when I make tacos. It just like brightens up the tacos, and it's really yummy. So I'm gonna chop up all of my tomatoes, and I'm not doing a lot because this is only for me because Derek doesn't like tomatoes. But if you know, if your family likes tomatoes and they like pico, then I would suggest making more of this, but I only made a few. So now I'm gonna chop up a little bit of yellow onion. So I only did a little tiny bit since I'm doing a tiny bit of pico. I don't like to do a lot. So I'm gonna chop that nice and fine, put that together, and then the finishing touches are some lime juice and salt and pepper. I am also making some crema, which is so tasty. It just like makes the sour cream even better. So I'm doing a bunch of sour cream, and then you can add as much or as little lime juice as you want. I like to do a lot to make it a little bit more runny, so it's not so stiff. And then I do salt and pepper, and that's it. So excuse my hair, it looks hideous, but whatever. So it is 5:20, and I'm just finishing up making the meat for the tacos. So today's Wednesday, but we're doing Taco Tuesday, and it's really good. Like, I love to make this, and I'll put in the description like the way I like to make it. I don't measure anything, so sorry about that, but I'll kind of put in the description how I like to make this. So this is what it's looking like right now. It's basically done, and I like to sneak in here some vegetables, so I have onions and peppers in here, and you can't even tell, and it's really good. So then I also made some pico, and that's just for me because Derek doesn't like it. And then I made some crema, which is just sour cream and lemon juice and salt and pepper. And then in the pico, it's the grape tomatoes. I like to cut them up really small, and onions. Usually it's a red onion, but I didn't have any, so I just used a yellow onion. I don't think it's gonna matter. And then I do lemon juice and salt and pepper in there. So the meat is basically done. So I have some taco cheese. I like the taco blend because it has that like, little bit of spice in it. And then our tortillas. So these are the fajita style tortillas, flour, because those are my favorite. And I'm just gonna heat those up, and then I'll show you how I like to like assemble it for everyone. So this is how my tacos ended up. I didn't show Derek's, but he just doesn't put the pico in his, but it was so good. And I will have the way, like my recipe for the tacos down in the description, so check that out if you want like all the details. I don't really measure things out, so it's gonna be to your taste, but I'll like kind of put it in step by step of how I like to make it. So today is Thursday, and I worked in the salon all day today, from 9 until I think 2, like 1 or 2, and now it is about to be 5, so we have 5 minutes till 5, and the baby's there. She's not feeling well. She has a little bit of a fever, so I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I've been giving her medicine for that, but hopefully it'll be gone by tomorrow. But for today, she's doing good. She's just like running around and playing, so everything seems okay. I don't know, but so it's 5 o'clock, and well, it's about to be 5, and I'm gonna start on dinner. So I just did some dishes that were like piled up a little bit from yesterday, and so today I'm gonna make some random recipe I found online. So I just googled a garlic sauce recipe for chicken. So I'm gonna make that. It looks really good, and I don't have fresh garlic, and I don't have a bunch of the stuff, but I can substitute for whatever I do have. So I'm gonna use like garlic from the fridge and like already diced garlic, and I have my chicken breasts out. They've been defrosting all day. They're still kind of half frozen, but I'm gonna make this recipe. Hopefully it's good, and I'll film it and I'll show you how it is. And then I will link below where I got the recipe from, so that you guys could try it if it ends up good, and I'll let you know if it does end up kind of good. So, all right, let's do that. I'm gonna start on making dinner. So I'm starting off by cutting up the chicken, and these are like really fat breasts. So I cut them like in half lengthwise, and then I kind of made them into like strips, so I cut them down again. It just makes it easier to cook, and it'll cook a little bit more evenly as well, so that I don't have to like spend so much time with these big giant chunks of chicken. So I cut those up, and then I'm gonna season it. So I just did salt and pepper, because that's kind of what the recipe called for, but next time I will be adding adobo and garlic powder as well, but just for the like following the recipe's sake, I just did salt and pepper. So the recipe that I was going off of called for Parmesan cheese, but I didn't have any, so I used mozzarella, and I am just gonna make like this flour dredge thing for the chicken, so it's gotta get a little bit crispy. So I did 3 or 4 tablespoons of flour, and then I seasoned that with salt and pepper, and then I cut up my mozzarella because it was shredded mozzarella, and I cut that up really small, like I like made it really little pieces, and then I'm just gonna dredge the chicken in this. So it didn't say to do an egg wash or anything, so I just did it how the recipe said it, and it turned out really good. So I might do chicken next time to have it more like breaded, but this was good too. So I have a few of these pieces of chicken in with the oil and butter. So that's what the recipe called for. It said to do 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil and then like a tablespoon of butter. So I did a little bit more than that, but you can make it however you want. So I had that in there, and now I'm gonna work on chopping up my onion. So the recipe I think called for 1 small onion, but I just did half because I didn't want it to be too oniony, because I didn't have a lot of garlic. So and as you can see there, I love to eat raw onion. It is so good. I love it. So I have the chicken like almost cooked, and I have it over here, so I just like crisped it up in the pan with some olive oil and butter, and now I'm just simmering the sauce. So this is the, like, I haven't put the cream in or anything, so it's just gonna simmer for 5 minutes and reduce. I just put the chicken broth in there, so I'm gonna let that reduce, and then I'm gonna finish the sauce, and then I'm gonna put the chicken back in to finish cooking. So I finished off the sauce and the chicken, and I just made some thin spaghetti, and then I put all the sauce and the chicken with the spaghetti. I tossed it up, and now it's ready. So I will let you know later how it came out, but I haven't tasted it yet, but looks really good. Nice and saucy and delicious. So it is 7:35 now, and Derek is reading to Amara. We just gave her a little bath, and we're gonna put her to sleep now. So I'm gonna start cleaning up the kitchen because it's a mess. I have a bunch of pots over there, this mess here, that mess over there, and I'm just gonna clean up, get everything nice and tidy for tomorrow. So I don't know, work in the salon tomorrow for a couple of hours, but the baby's still kind of sick, so I don't know what's gonna happen. So if she's still not feeling well, then I will have to take her to the doctor's office, but we will see how it goes. Hopefully she feels better by tomorrow. So yeah, I am gonna put, so we have a little bit of leftovers, so I'm gonna put those away for Derek for tomorrow. It's just mostly chicken, but there's a little bit of pasta in there. And so we had some food. It was so good. So if I had more garlic, I would have put more in there, but it turned out really good. So I'm gonna link in the description the recipe, like the inspiration recipe, and then I'm gonna put how I made it also, so you can make it like whatever way you want. But it was really good. It was really creamy, and the sauce was really good. And I didn't have any chicken broth, so I improvised, and I'll talk about that I'll put that also in the description. Derek's gonna help me clean up. So we are tag teaming cleanup for the kitchen, and so Derek put the leftover chicken away, and I worked on putting the leftovers away and just like consolidating all the pots and pans and all the dishes by the sink, so that when I actually start to do the dishes, it's all together and I can just run through them really quickly. So that is what we are doing right now. Once the dishes are all done and the counter space is like empty now, I'm gonna go in and wipe everything down. So I'm using the purple like surface spray from Method. I think that's what I've been using for a while, and I have like less than half of it left, but I love it. It smells really nice. So I'm wiping all the counters down, and then I'm just gonna declutter. So I got rid of the shoes that were there, all the coats, and now I'm just gonna quickly vacuum up the floor, and then I am also gonna mop with my Swiffer and my Fabuloso, because that's what I like the house to smell like. So it is about, it's gonna be 8:30 soon, and I just finished cleaning up the kitchen a bit, and I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these last couple of days. I hope I give you some motivation to get cleaning and get cooking as well. So I am trying to cook more at home and trying a new recipe so we don't get stuck with the same things over and over again. So I think I am going to be coming up with a video idea where I make different foods. So maybe like dinners for the week or something. So if you have any ideas on like cooking videos or like what you guys want to see, I think I'm going to do a what I eat in a day video as well, because I think those are super interesting. I love watching those. So I thought I would do some of those coming up. So I have a lot of ideas, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss any more of my videos. I post twice a week here on my channel. So I hope to see you guys again soon. So that is it for today, and I will see you next time. Bye.